Hello, this is Mr. Miller, and in this video, we're going to explain how to do the problems in equation practice number 5. All right, there are 6 problems altogether. Here are the first 2. All right, these are two-step equations. All right, the first one says 145 plus 7x equals 236. Okay, so like I said, there are 2 steps to this. First thing we might want to do is locate where the x is. Okay, that's what we want to isolate or get by itself. So the first step is to cancel the neighboring term. So we have a positive 145 here, so what we're going to do is subtract 145 from both sides of the equation. Remember, as long as we do the same thing to both sides of the equation, we can add, subtract, multiply, and divide both sides by a number. All right, so we're going to subtract 145 from the left side, 145 from the right side. Here we're combining like terms. 145 minus 145 is 0. And we're left with just the 7x. So we have 7x on the left. On the right, we can combine these terms. We can do 236 minus 145. When we do that, we get 91. All right, that was the first step. The second step is to divide by 7. We have 7 times x equals 91. So how do we undo multiplying by 7? Well, we divide by 7. So whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. So 7 divided by 7 is just 1. That leaves us 1x, or just x. And then if you grab a calculator, 91 divided by 7 is 13. That's the solution to the first one. X equals 13. All right, this one's very similar. It has a division. That makes it a little bit different, but same idea. We're going to cancel the neighboring term first. We're subtracting 31 here, so we're going to add 31 to both sides. Okay, when I do that, I have x over 9 minus 31 plus 31. Well, the minus 31 plus 31 is just 0. That leaves us with x over 9. Then on the right side, 14 plus 31 is 45. Okay, so I knew to add 31 because we had minus 31 here. Okay, now, that was one step. Here we have x divided by 9 equals 45. So how do we undo dividing by 9? We're going to multiply both sides by 9. So we're going to do 9 times this, and then 45 times 9. Well, when we do 9 divided by 9 times x, divided by 9, we just get x. Because 9 divided by 9 is 1. All right, and over here, 45 times 9 ends up giving us 405. And that's the solution. Okay, so far so good. Now, this one's just one more step. Okay, but we can do it. When we see that we have x's on both sides, usually the strategy is to cancel them so that we have x's only on one side. So normally I try to cancel the smaller one. So we have 12x and 3x. I'm going to subtract 3x, although we could cancel either one of them. The reason why I cancel the smaller one is it avoids negatives. All right, so 12 minus 3x is 9x. We still have the minus 74. So this time it was the x terms we could combine. Over here is the x terms we can combine also. 3x minus 3x is 0. And 61 plus 0 is just 61. Now this should look familiar. This is like the equations on the first page. We're going to add 74 to both sides. And when we add 74, this minus 74 and positive 74 are going to cancel. We get 9x equals, over here, 135. All right, one step left. We're multiplying by 9. So how are we going to undo that? Just get 1x? We're going to divide by 9. And we get x equals, well, 135 divided by 9 is 15. Okay, so this one was 15. All right, over here, when we see parentheses, we realize we have to distribute the 3. We have to do 3 times 2x plus 3 times 5. So 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times 5 is 15. we still have the minus 17. That wasn't in the parentheses, equals 52. That little vertical line there was just kind of a straight line. Now, after distributing, we combine like terms. We can put these two together. They're on the same side of the equation. So 6x minus 2, because that's what 15 minus 17 is, equals 52. Wow, we're back in familiar territory. We can add 2 to both sides. And we get 6x equals 54. We're going to divide both sides by 6. 6x divided by 6 is 1x, or just x. And 54 divided by 6 is 9. So this is the one that was 9. All right, last two. This equation has two variables, x and y. And they're going to give us one of them. They're going to tell us the value of y, and we have to find the value of the other one. So it says if y equals 7 in the equation above, what does x equal? Well, let's put 7 in for y. So 2 times, I almost wrote 2 times y, but it's going to be 2 times 7 equals 62. All right, now, before we start solving, we can simplify this a little bit. This is equal to 4x plus 14. And now we're in very familiar territory. So we're going to subtract 14. And we get 4x equals 48. And then we're going to divide both sides by 4. And we get x equals 12. That's 48 divided by 4 is 12. All right, last one. We've seen this formula a lot recently. So this is the perimeter, the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle. Perimeter equals 2 times the width plus 2 times the length. Okay, so if a rectangle has perimeter 26, that's P, and length 9, that's L, we want to find W. So let's put in the values they gave us. P is 26. They didn't tell us W, so we're going to leave the W in there, plus 2 times 9, because that's the length. Okay, let's simplify it a little bit. 26 plus 2w, or sorry, 26 equals 2w plus 18. We're going to subtract 18 from both, and we get 8 equals 2w. And if we divide by 2, we get w equals 4. So this one was the answer 4. Okay, that's how you do those 6. I hope these examples help you. Keep working on these and keep practicing. You're going to become a master of it very soon.